thank you, Colleen and Julie as well. And Julie, of course, was a long-time coach with my dad at Lauderdale High School, and we always would enjoy when Coach and Julie would reel in some salmon, and I was always the one that would drive down and pick them up. So life was good. We're going to transition into our athletes now, and our first inductee is Karen Bryant from Woodway High School, class of 1986. And like all our athlete inductees and our coaches as well, very, very impressive. Karen was a multi-sport athlete in volleyball, basketball, and track. She was a 4-year letter winner in basketball, including 4 state tournament appearances. She was a member of the 1984 Woodway State Championship basketball team. She was All-Wesco basketball first team selection in 1984, 85, and 86. She was the Everett Herald Girls Basketball Player of the Year in 1986. She competed at Green River Community College, Seattle University, and the University of Washington, playing on the UW's 1991 basketball team that went to the NCAA Sweet 16. She was inducted into the NWAC Hall of Fame in 2001. She served as an assistant coach for Coach Evans in 1992 at Edmonds Woodway, and then went on to Woodville High School, where she served as the head girls basketball coach from 93 to 96. She served as Director of Operations for the Seattle Reign of the ABL from 96 to 99, and of course as President and CEO of the Seattle Storm from 2000 to 2014. 2004 and 2010 being the 2 years that they won the WNBA championship. She was chosen as the Seattle Sports Commission Executive of the Year in 2011 and inducted into the Snohomish County Hall of Fame in 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Karen Bryant into the Edmonds High School.
Apologize, because those of you who know Karen know that wasn't a picture of Karen up there, so I am so sorry. I'm not sure what happened to the great picture that we had of Karen with her daughter. So, okay, so at least you didn't see that. So anyway, I just want to apologize to Karen. We're really excited to induct you, and we have so many great photos of you, so thank you. Karen Bryant, everybody. Big round of applause.
I am so humbled and honored to be here tonight. I want to thank the committee. I want to thank all the volunteers who I'm sure helped pull this off. And a special thanks to Angie McGuire. I know this is her vision. She grew up the street from us with her brothers Barry and Chad. And I know your dad, Dean, would be so proud of the legacy that you are offering to Edmonds High School. So thanks, Angie. I want to give a shout out to Liz Armstrong. That's actually who that is. She was a senior when Kelly Joy and I were the 2 freshmen on the team. And there was plenty of hazing that happened back in 1983, I'll just tell you, at the hands of Liz Armstrong. I want to congratulate all the other honorees, especially Coach Evans and my fellow teammates, the 1984 State Championship Girls Basketball Team. It is such an honor. I've had the privilege of being honored a few times before, partly because of the role that I played in women's professional basketball. When you hold a positions that I did, a lot of accolades, sometimes undeservingly so for me as an individual, come at the hands of the advancement of women's pro basketball. This particular honor is really special to me because of my passion for this community and the high school, that although it's no longer a building that these students grace, certainly the memories that I have of Woodway High School are extremely fond. So this honor will hold a very special place because it marks a really, really special time in my life. Sports is in my DNA. It fueled so much passion in me as a young girl. And the game of basketball opened so many doors for me. As he said, I had the pleasure of playing basketball in college, ending my career wearing purple and gold, which was a dream of mine as a young girl. And it also gave me an opportunity to spend an 18-year career in women's pro basketball. But it all started at Woodway High School. I want to thank my teammates, the 1984 teammates who are here. Most of us actually made it tonight, and I know that that's in large part to honor Coach Evans, who I'll talk about in a moment. And I know that the emotions that we poured out of us as we saw each other in the parking lot. I think we were in the parking lot for about 45 minutes trying to make our way in, because as we all pulled in, the memories just flooded out. And I'll tell you that the time that we spent in the gym, particularly given all the success we had, although we had a lot of heartbreak too, I know that the emotions that we all share tonight are indicative of the memories that we have together. I want to give a special thanks to Barb Wade for making the basket that resulted in the 1984 state championship. I want to give a special shout out to Kelly Joy, as I mentioned earlier, who was my fellow freshman on the team. We spent 4 years together, and one of my favorite people I ever had a chance to call a teammate. I want to thank all the upperclassmen here. Liz is not here this evening, but all the upperclassmen who hazed us so appropriately as freshmen that first year. Last but not least, I want to thank Coach Evans. He is a legend in our community, a legend in girls basketball, and could not be more honored to be inducted into this inaugural class of Hall of Fame alongside him. He had such an impact on me. I was a fiery, competitive, strong-willed freshman that walked into that gym, and my mild-mannered, English-teaching basketball coach taught me, I think, probably more other than my folks, anybody in my 4 years at Woodway High School. And just seeing him tonight was really emotional for me because of the impact he had on my life. So Coach Evans, thank you for all you meant to not only me, but everybody who had the pleasure of wearing a Woodway High School girls basketball uniform. As a player, and had to learn how to play zone defense. That was a challenge. Lastly, I want to thank my family. My parents are here, my younger sister's here, our brother, who was, and still is, probably my biggest fan, is on an airplane as we speak and not able to get here in time. But my family was such a critical part of my experience in high school. And I also want to give a shout out to some of the other families who are here, the Joys, the Masons, and the Rinaldis. We had such a community. I know all the parents who aren't here tonight were equally a part of that community, but so excited to see all of you. I see your faces and the relationships we have, and it was such a really memorable time, and the parents were such a big part of our experience. But again, in closing, I'm just so honored and humbled to be among the company here tonight, and this will hold a special place in